Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Today's video, as you can see from the title down below, is my 10 top tips for if you are doing your own makeup for your wedding day. Now of course these tips will apply if you're not getting married, if you are a bridesmaid, if you are just doing your own makeup for an event, if you're doing your own makeup for prom, if you are going to an event and you're doing your own makeup for it. These are the tips that I would give you as a wife who did her own makeup on her wedding day. I always wanted to do my own makeup for my wedding day. That was absolutely a non-negotiable. As soon as we got engaged, I was like looking up ideas of what I could do and what products I would use and all of these different things, searching the internet and YouTube for videos on how to successfully do your makeup for your wedding day. So this is the list that I have put together from my own personal experience. Let me know in the comment section down below if any of these tips are useful to you, if you are already married or already done your makeup for your said event. Let me know if these come in useful, but let's just jump straight on in. Number one that you will hear in literally every single video like this that you watch, so I'm getting it out of the way early, is practice. Obviously you need to practice how you're going to do your makeup, how long it's going to take you, how certain products are going to work with other certain products. For example, I knew that I wanted to use a certain foundation. I knew that I wanted to use the NARS Natural Longwear Radiant whatever foundation it is. I knew that I wanted to wear that, so I tested it with so many different primers and so many different setting sprays and setting powders and all of the other steps that are included until I found a combination that I knew lasted all day, knew looked good all day, and just that I was happy with. So you have to try your products with all of your other products. You also need to try different looks. Like, you might automatically think, oh yeah, I want like a brown smoky eye, but actually adding in a little bit of pink might really suit your eye colour or your skin tone, or you know, various things like that. So I actually went for quite a pink sort of rose goldy eye look, and I absolutely love how my makeup turned out. I have filmed a video of what makeup I used and how I did my makeup for my wedding day, so I will link that somewhere wherever you link things. But it is worth trying different things, try different looks, because you never know what you might like. Also, in with this number one, this is still just tip number one, you need to practice with whatever skincare you're going to wear underneath. Now I wouldn't wear SPF on your wedding day just because it does have the risk of flashing back, and obviously you're going to have a lot of pictures taken, so just whatever moisturizer you're going to use, whatever other skincare you're going to have on under your like primer and foundation and things like that, just make sure it lasts all day and lasts really flawlessly. And you also need to practice in front of flash photography. Now you can just do that with your back camera of your phone, turn your flash on and just make sure everything still looks okay under flash photography. Also get someone to take a picture from far away. Just make sure that from all distances your makeup, you're still happy with it, because obviously throughout the day you're going to be seen from so many different distances. You're going to be seen close up, like your guests are going to get close to you. We're out of COVID times now, your guests are going to get close to you, so you need everything to look flawless close up, but you also want it to look really nice from far away. So just make sure you get those pictures done when you're practicing. Tip number two is get yourself colour matched for your foundation. Now I went into a big Boots store and I got two little sampley things of the NARS foundation that I ended up using, and I tested them out. I had a couple of applications worth in each of those samples, and then I could just order the full size of the one that I settled with. Of course, if you're going to have like a spray tan or fake tan on or whatever, then make sure your foundation is colour matching how your skin will actually look on your wedding day. I didn't fake tan, I was as pale as I always am, so I knew what skin tone I would have and what foundation I needed. I just wanted to get colour matched. Tip number 3, if you are having a spray tan or a fake tan or whatever, practice that one as well. Practice your makeup with the spray tan and practice how far ahead of your wedding you need that spray tan so that it's the colour that you have practiced, if that makes sense. So if you get your spray tan on day 1 and then on day 3, that's where you're like happiest with your colour, happiest with how it's all looking and settled down and everything, then make sure that you practice your makeup on that day 3 and make sure that you book your spray tan or whatever it may be 3 days before your wedding day so that you know for sure how your skin and whole everything is going to look on your wedding day, because you don't want to just be thinking, oh yeah, I'll get a spray tan the day before my wedding, and then you turn up looking like a tangerine. You don't want that. You want to know exactly how you're going to look and how all of your makeup and everything is going to look over that tan. I mean, like I said, that wasn't a problem for me, but if you are going to be having a spray tan or a fake tan, then make sure you practice that as well. I mean, a great opportunity to do that is like your hen do, if you're having a bachelorette party, anything like that in the lead up to your wedding. If you're going to be having like a bridal shower or anything like that, use any opportunity to practice that makeup and practice that spray tan in the months before your wedding. So the big day is coming up. You've practiced, you've practiced, you've practiced. Tip number 4 is wash all of your makeup brushes around about a week before. Now, I washed my brushes 2 weeks before and then I was using them up until I packed them the night before the wedding. So I had all of my brushes washed, cleaned, sanitized, completely spotless and everything a week before the wedding, and then by the time the actual day came around, they had been used, they were softer, they had a little bit of that product in them already. Your brushes will be better when they're a tiny little bit dirty, not filthy, just a tiny little bit used, a little bit softer. Don't go buying brand new makeup brushes for the big day. You want to know how each brush will be used in your routine and how it will deposit that colour and how it will blend it out. So don't go buying new just for that day. I mean, of course you can buy new, but use them in the run-up to your wedding when you're doing your practices. So just make sure that every single step is practiced with the brushes that you're going to be using, but then wash them and have them washed and dried 2 weeks before. Tip number 5 is be true to your style. Like, I wear a lot of makeup. I wear a lot of like full glam makeup, usually, not today, but normally I wear, you know, a lot of bronzer, a lot of eyeshadow. I always wear winged eyeliner. I always have a lot of mascara on. Like I say, not today, so don't judge what I'm saying on today. But what I'm getting to with that tip is, if you normally wear a lot of full glam makeup, don't go thinking just because it's your wedding day you have to be like this natural beauty. If you normally wear a full coverage foundation, really dark eyeliner, really dark brows, a lot of everything, then stay true to that. You don't want to look back on your pictures and think, oh, I wish I'd worn more makeup, like I don't look like myself. And equally on the other end of that, if you don't normally wear makeup and you are not a person who wears a lot of dark makeup, then don't go full heavy glam on your wedding day, because it's the same thing. You want to feel comfortable in your own skin, you want to feel comfortable with how you look and how everything looks on your face. It's the biggest day of your life, probably. You don't want to look back and think, I don't even look like myself, because that's not how I normally do my makeup. So just be true to you. Try different styles, see how you like different things, but at the bottom of it, just be true to you, be true to your style, be true to like the style of your wedding as well. Like, my wedding was very like relaxed, very yeah, just like relaxed and casual. Like, my dress was very boho, it was very like swooshy, and like my hair was all curled and up with flowers in it. It was just a very like casual day. So I wore makeup, and I do wear that exact makeup look on a very regular occurrence because it's just how I like my makeup. So make sure that everything is fitting in with you as a person, with your other half, with how the day is going to go. All of these things need to be taken into consideration, and it just makes the day feel really like cohesive when everything is sort of cohesive. Using the same words over and over. Would it be a Millie video if I didn't? Tip number 6 I have already sort of dabbled in, but nothing new on your wedding day. Don't go trying a new foundation on your wedding day. You have no idea how it's going to sit throughout the day. You've got no idea how it's going to sit with your other products. Now, I am the biggest hypocrite for this because I wore a new lipstick on my wedding day. My bridesmaid, one of my bridesmaids, said that she had this lipstick that she thought I might like, and I tried it and I did. So I did wear that on my wedding day. I knew that it was the sort of shade that I wanted, so I'm justifying it to myself, but don't do it. Don't do as I do as I say. Don't try anything new on your wedding day. So it's finally gotten to your wedding day, and tip number 7 is use so many mirrors. Use as many mirrors as you can get your hands on. I had 3, so I had a little hand mirror, probably in some sort of product that I was using. I had this mirror actually that was around about that far away from me, like arm's length away, maybe like 2 feet away, and then behind that mirror I had a huge like beauty vanity wall mirror so that I could see close-up details in the mirror that was close to me. I could see my whole face in this mirror that was next, and then I could see my whole body in the mirror that was furthest away. That just helps make sure that you don't have like any lines anywhere. You want to make sure that everything is really blended, obviously. So just having all of those mirrors is so useful. I would say a minimum of 2, but if you can, get more than that, just so that you can see in various different lights, see in various different mirrors, see close up and far away and all of those things. It really does come in useful. When I was getting ready as well, after pretty much every single step, I was taking my mirror and like going outside. We had like a little balcony in the room that we were getting ready in, going outside, checking in natural light. I was going into the bathroom, I was going into quite dark light, I was getting my photographer to take flash pictures just to make sure that nothing was flashing back. My bridesmaids were, you know, I was asking them if everything looked okay. Ask everybody around you if everything is still looking okay. Ask them to be truthful. Please tell me if something is wrong, because this is the biggest day of my life and I need to know if my eyebrows are on 2 different planets. They need to tell you the truth because they can see what everybody else will be able to see. It's quite difficult to tell, I think, when you are just looking in a mirror, so you need everybody around you to be truthful as well. But looking in a mirror in so many different lights is also so handy, just to make sure that everything looks okay in different lights, because obviously throughout your day you're going to be in varying levels of light and dark and artificial light and natural light and all of these things. You need to make sure that everything is looking good in all of them. Tip number 8 is to use light layers. This will make everything last all day. If you apply a thick layer of foundation and just let it sit and let it set, it's more likely to sort of dry out and look bad by the end of the day. But if you apply light layers of everything and blend it right out and let it all settle in, and then apply more if you need it, or just leave it if it's fine, then everything will just look better. This also applies to like bronzer and blusher. I always get those wrong. So I applied a cream and then a powder for my bronzer and my blusher and my highlight. Actually, I used 2 highlighters. I used a liquid one and then a powder. It just helps everything really lock in, really stay all day. It keeps everything looking really natural, but also like vibrant and pigmented, if that makes sense. So you don't want things to sort of just feel wishy-washy. You want to be able to see the bronzer, you want to be able to see the blusher, you definitely want to be able to see the highlight. So just those layers will keep everything looking good all day. It will stop things from wearing off, and it just helps set everything in. Obviously it's such a long day, so you need to really be relying on this makeup to stay all day. Following on from that tip, tip number 9 is apply more than what you think. So I look back at my pictures now and I think, oh, I wish I put more blusher on. Like the flash photography and just, you know, living in your skin for a whole day, things will start to wear off. I wish when I had done my makeup, which was like an hour before the ceremony, I wish that I had put more blusher on, because I just think in some of my pictures I look a little bit washed out, and that little bit extra colour would really just help my skin pop, I suppose. Things like blush and things like eyeshadow, I would apply more than what you think, because flash photography will wash that out of your skin, out of your complexion, and these things will just fade throughout the day. So wear more than what you think. Obviously it's a fine balance. You don't want to look like a clown, you don't want too much where you look like a clown in real life but your pictures look nice. There does need to be that balance, and that's why you need to practice. And then tip number 10 is pack setting powder, blush, lipstick and whatever other essentials you may need into your bag. Now I didn't do this and I wish I had. So I didn't actually take any makeup over to the ceremony venue area. Where I got married, there was a hotel on site, so we all got ready, me and my 2 bridesmaids got ready over there and then walked over. But I wish I had taken like powder and a little powder brush, maybe my bronzer as well, and blush and lipstick, things like that. My bridesmaid had my lipstick because obviously I borrowed that one from her, but I wish I had those other things with me just so that I could touch up throughout the day. By the end of the day, in some of my pictures, I look really like sweaty, and it was like 27 degrees on my wedding day. I thought getting married in September it would be slightly cooler, but it wasn't. It was absolutely boiling hot and we spent all day outside in the sun. But I wish I had packed those few little things into a bag and just taken it with me, because then I wouldn't have even like really thought about it. I would have just taken my bag with me and I would have touched up when I went to the bathroom or whatever. And I knew that I needed them as well. Like when I was doing my practices, I would apply powder after like 5 or 6 hours, and that was like not even a hot sweaty day like when I was doing my practices. So I knew that I needed them. I just didn't take them on the day. I just chose not to take them, and I don't know why. So that was a big mistake of mine and I wish I hadn't done it. And it's just that little thing, like take your powder. How much room does that take up in your bag? Like take a bag, obviously like you need somewhere to keep these things. Take your bag, have like paracetamol and plasters and things in that bag as well, so that you have those if you need them. Turns out I didn't need them, but had I needed them I would have wanted them there, and I would have wanted like my lipstick and powder and things like that throughout the day. I think I definitely would have used them if I had them, and yeah, I just wish that I had listened to the advice that I knew I needed to listen to with that one. I knew I needed them, I just didn't take them with me. So that is my 10 tips. If you have any others that you can think that I have missed off this list, then please leave them in the comment section down below. Let's help out the other brides-to-be or just people attending weddings or whatever event it may be that you are doing your own makeup for. Like I say, prom, like practice your makeup for your prom the same as you would for your wedding day. All of these tips apply to various different scenarios. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. If you want to see other like wedding related videos, I do have a playlist, so I will link that somewhere subscribe if you want to see more from me, more tip videos like this. I have like bridal skincare. That's a big one. That'll be coming soon. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye!